Hello honey boo boos and welcome to my new YouTube video. If you want to learn how to get this grungy green subtle look, then stay tuned and keep on watching. We're going to start off by taking an anti-aging lotion, and the one I'm using is by Dr. LEWINN'S. I'm going to squeeze out about a pea-size amount and rub it into my hands to warm it up, and then apply it all over my face in a thin even layer. And I'm going to focus on rubbing it into areas where I tend to have a lot of redness, as I do have rosacea. After moisturizing my face, I'm going to go in with Perfection's Say Goodbye Pore Minimiser, and I'm going to squeeze out another pea-size amount and focus on areas where I do have a lot of redness once again, which tend to be around the cheeks and the tip of the nose. I'm going to rub this in a very thin even layer. Once we're done with that, we're ready to move on to the next step. I'm going to take my foundation from CheekRoom, and it's in a very light beige color, and I'm going to take out quite a small amount just on the tip of my hand. And I'm going to take a brush from BH Cosmetics. It's quite good, and I'm going to take the foundation and rub it all over my face in a very thin layer, as the coverage is quite high with this foundation and I don't want to end up looking cakey. When applying foundation, you really want to make sure that you're buffing it well into the skin, because you want to hide those pores rather than make them stand out, and it won't look good. Next thing I'm going to do is take my Camouflage kit and warm tone concealers. Once I manage to open it up, I'm going to be taking the lightest beige color within it, and just using my fingertip, I'm going to swirl it in there, and then I'm going to tap it all over my cheeks and in areas where I really want to give that redness extra coverage. I'm going to go back in with my Camouflage palette, and I'm going to take the pink undertoned concealer, and I'm going to apply it right beneath my eye, because those who stay awake all night doing assignments or whatnot, you gotta cover up those panda eyes, girl. Definitely ready to go out there and slay, girl. The next thing I'm going to do is take a very dense brush, and I'm just going to use it to stipple in any excess and just put it into my skin and make it really smooth. Obviously just ignore that pimple on the side, it's really not going to be a fuss. I will try to further conceal it later. Now we're ready to move on to the next step, where I will be taking my CheekRoom Compact Pressed Powder in light beige, and I will be taking a very dense stippling brush to apply the powder to my face. The reason that I am using a stippling brush to apply the compact pressed powder to my face is because the bristles are so dense on the brush that when I pick up the powder and I apply it to my face, it really targets those pores that I initially intend to make them disappear, and at the same time it gives the illusion of a luminous glow to the face, which is really a look we try to achieve when we're doing dramatic makeup looks. The next thing I'm going to go in with is my Bobbi Brown contour stick in Almond, and I'm going to apply it to areas of my face where the shade would naturally hit. And at the same time, what the contouring really does is it makes places that you want to target appear thinner and more lean. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with a round tip fluffy brush, and I'm going to use it to smooth out the contour lines and set them in place, but not necessarily blending it out completely. When contouring, it's very crucial that the end result must look very smoothed out, because those are the shadows on the face, and you want to make sure that it looks as natural as possible and not too harsh and fake. I'm then going to go in with my favorite brush, the fluffy stippling brush, which I practically use for almost everything, and I'm going to use it to continue smoothing out all the contour and making it look as natural as possible while still keeping the pigment in place. I'm then gonna go in with my favorite compact powder for setting my contour, which is the Perfect Tan from L.A Girl, and I'm gonna use it to just set the contour all in place so it doesn't move anywhere and stays put throughout the day. And I definitely need to get a new one of those because, as you can see, I've used it quite a lot. Now we're ready to move on to the next step. I'm going to use my fluffy brush and a matte white eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply it all over the lid where I want to apply color. And the reason that I am doing so is to make it easier for my next shadows to blend. From the same palette, I'm going to take a light brown eyeshadow and apply it into my crease using a buffing brush, and I'm going to blend it in really well as a transition shade. I'm then going to go into my BH Cosmetics palette and take a light green shimmer eyeshadow and apply it to the bottom half of my eyelid without going over the color in the crease area which we just applied. I'm going to slowly build up the pigmentation in the color according to the desire that I want. I'm then going to go back into the same BH Cosmetics palette, and using the tip of my finger, I'm going to take a dark green shimmer shadow and apply it all over my eyelid over the light green color which we have just applied. I'm then going to take one of my ColourPop pods in Super Shock Shadow, and using a slightly fluffier buffing brush, I'm going to take that color and swerve it over the transition color which we have just applied. Going back with my Chi Chi palette, I'm going to take that same brown color that we used as the transition color and apply it to my lower lash line. I'm then going to take a white shimmer shadow from the L.A Girl shimmer palette and apply it into my tear duct just to brighten up the look a little bit more. Now we're pretty much done with the steps and done with the eyes pretty much. I'm just gonna go in with my liquid eyeliner from CheekRoom and make the regular cat eye. Now what I really love about this liquid eyeliner is that it lasts me the whole day and it rarely ever smudges, and when I come to want to take it off, it causes no mess at all, guys. I mean, I'm seriously talking makeup here. I'm then going to go ahead and apply my Elizabeth Arden mascara. Of course, you could use whichever mascara you'd like. False eyelashes is also an option for this look, however I did not apply any, but just go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to be taking my ID Minerals highlighter, and this is a loose highlighter, it's just shimmer, and girl, I felt like God just sent me down. It was amazing. I don't even think the camera is showing the amount of shimmer this really had in it. I'm then going to go ahead with my Revlon Tangy Shimmer Blush, and using a small fluffy brush, I'm going to apply it on my cheeks and the tip of my nose. Guys, I feel really bad for saying this, but the camera went off while I was doing my lips, but here are the lip products that I use, and I promise I'll make it up to you guys next time. So guys, this brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this adventurous tutorial with me and that you love the final look. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I love you guys so much, honey boo boos. Bye.